My friend. Today we're going to talk about melodic minor. Don't be scared. If you already know a C major on a piano, D minor, E minor, the F major, G major, A minor, the relative minor, B diminished, the lending or leading tone back to C, then you can easily go down a minor third or up a major sixth, and you'll find yourself at the A minor. Now, if you've already watched the other video on how to play the A minor scale, it's exactly the same as the C major, 1, 2, 3, under. In fact, when you're practicing any of your modes, you can start with that kind of function to get used to doing your cross under, and then on the other hand, cross over, right? Well, if you do from A minor, it's the same feeling. The only difference is we're not playing just our natural minor. We're not influencing the G sharp just as our harmonic minor, but we're also including the F sharp to the G sharp. Now there are two schools of thought. Classical music generally goes up the melodic minor and then goes down the natural minor. It's called ascending and descending melodic minor. The two differentiations are most rock and roll music goes either way. I mean, if you're listening to Dream Theater or Frank Zappa, who knows which way it's gonna go? So the concept behind it is if you know C major, A minor, and you can move through your A minor would have had A, C, E. When we go to B diminished, we have an F natural. Well, when we play melodic minor, there is no F natural. We're changing all of our sixths and our sevenths of the chord back to the way they were in the major. So if we haven't already thought about it, when we look at A minor having no sharps and flats like the key of C or A Aeolian, we then view it through the eyes of the major, which has the F sharp, the C sharp, and the G sharp. So when we play these three sharps, we get A major. How do you make a major a minor? Flatten the 3, flatten the 6, flatten the 7th. Well, in this case, we're keeping the 6th and the 7th the same. If we flatten the 3, we have A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A. So all the triads that we had, like A minor, then go to B minor. Why? Because we no longer have the F natural. We then, after the B minor, have a C augmented. Wowzers, right? The next chord we have has a D major. Because what did we have? We had an F natural that made a D minor. Well, now it's not a minor, it's a major. When we go to our next chord, we're playing an E major, because again, E, G, and B are not a minor. It's E, G sharp, and B to make a major. Our next chord, rather than an F major, would go up to an F sharp, because F sharp, A, and C make diminished. You have a weirder tone because you were expecting to hear the C natural, right? But yeah, we're not doing that because in the A minor there is no C sharp. It's a C natch. Cool. And then the next chord we do is also going to go to the G sharp. We're going to have the G sharp, we have the B, and then we're going to have the D. So you can see how having those two chords right back to back build a super amount of tension. La, la, two diminished back to back. Remember, when you're putting extended notes on that, you're taking the 1, 3, and 5 and adding another note. So in the key of A minor, if we add the 7th, it would have been a G. Well, guess what? We don't have a G. We have a G sharp, which makes that A minor major. And then moving our chords over, B, D, F. Well, the note we would play would be an A, so it gives us a B minor 7. Our next chord, we have our C, E, G sharp, and then our B. Of course, giving us a major 7 with that augmented note, that 5th. Ooh-wee! When we go to our next chord, we have the D, F sharp, A, and then we're going to add on our C. So it's a dominant chord, not going to give us our C sharp like a major 7, because we don't have a C sharp in the key of A melodic minor, natural minor, or harmonic minor. Next chord, we have our E, G sharp, B, and then we're going to throw out our D, gives us another dominant right in a row. Our next chord, yes, sirree, Bobby. Now here's the concept. We're going to be able to throw that E in there. We don't want a full diminish. We want our diminish right here and we're going to throw in a third above that. So if we're stacking these tertiarily, we have to stay within the chord. There is no D sharp or E flat in the key of A melodic minor. So this chord would be a F sharp minor 7 with a flat 5. Nice. Yeah, absolutely. And then we're going to move that structure up again for our G sharp, our A, our D, and then we're going to be stacking tertiarily, but we do not have an F. We have an F sharp. So the note or chord is a G sharp minor 7 flat 5, just like the chord before. So if this helped you in the idea of how to see just triads based off of the sonority of their dyads, the first two notes of each one define what the chord is. When you start layering on the thirds of all these, they start making some pretty complex and pretty cool chords. I hope this changes the way you see the bass chords and the theory behind just what a triad is and then putting another note on. And if you have any more questions, check out some of our live videos here on Tuesday where we do Q&A, question and answer. And then if you're hanging out, we're here for you. Aloha!